Hello humans! So I'm back from my holidays. I've been gone for the last 3 weeks, which is why I haven't uploaded anything in like over a month. I'm sorry. But I'm back and I have quite a lot of plans for the next few weeks, but I'm just going to start off with my wrap up so I can update you again what I've read. Well, I've read one book in June. Yeah, I know. But that one book was Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. I have already talked about this. I even have a review which you can check out. I'm going to leave it linked in one of the corners. I don't quite know which one. In one of the corners I'm going to leave the link, and of course down below. At the very end of June and the beginning of July I've read Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab, which was a really enjoyable and nice read. Really love the world though, and the monsters and everything. I really love that. And August, my little baby, my cinnamon roll, my precious. So I really enjoyed this book. It was really great. Then the next two books I don't have in a physical form here with me, as they are still at my father's place. The first one is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. I expected a bit more. I don't know why. It actually was a really great book. It had a lot of diversity, which I really liked. Well, Molly has anxiety and overthinks everything, and she draws so many false conclusions, and it's not really Molly's fault, it's not Becky's fault, but it's just me and overthinking. I hate overthinking. I do it sometimes. That's why I hate it, because it's pointless, really it is. It's really annoying for the person as well. So it isn't really anyone's fault here, but just me and overthinking. I enjoyed it, but I must say I liked Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda more. A lot more, actually. The next book I've read is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. And I really enjoyed this book. It was really cute and sweet, sometimes a bit weird. I didn't really mind. I really enjoyed it. It was just cute. And then I've read this gigantic book, which is King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard in the German edition. So like, this is the German book. That's why it looks like this. I did not enjoy it so much. Like, I get what everyone else is saying. When they read this, they just feel like reading a lot of different books just thrown in here. A lot of tropes and things like that. I really see that. Like, while I was reading it, I really felt a Grisha trilogy vibe. It's just not such an original story, I believe. That wasn't even the thing that annoyed me. I don't like Victoria Aveyard's writing style. I know that this is a translation, so maybe I might have to check out one of her books in English. I know. But still, just because it's translated, the way she describes things, it doesn't get different, I guess. Like, this book, it could be done with 200 pages less, because she repeats herself and it's very melodramatic, and I don't like when books are melodramatic. And then the next book I've read is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, which I really liked. Weirdly. I absolutely did not expect me to like this book that much, because I really enjoyed it. I don't even know how. Like, I am not a Sarah J. Maas fan, not whatsoever. And I really liked this. I really loved the world and the system, and I actually don't mind Feyre that much. Sometimes she annoys me because she never listens to what people say. So when she's like, stay here, don't do that, she's like, bitch, and just goes off and does that. Like, I get it, you have to have your own spirit. That's what I also like about her, because she doesn't take anyone's shit. So I really like that about her as well. But then again, like, don't drink that wine. And she's like, and drinks the wine. I'm just like, you stupid. But besides that, I really liked it. I don't know. And I'm really excited to get to A Court of Mist and Fury, because it's a lot better. Everyone says it's like fantastic, and I'm actually going to believe it for once. And I've concluded that I'm not the biggest Hamlin fan. I mean, he's okay, I guess, but he's kind of hilarious to me because he's this huge mountain of a guy who is really tan and has long blonde hair. It's ridiculous, especially for me, because I'm like totally a recent sort of person. The first description of recent, I knew it was recent before his name even fell, because like everyone's telling me that I'm going to love him, and I kind of hate myself that I do. I didn't love him, I just enjoy him up until now, and he's like really pale and has black hair and violet eyes, and he's like night court. He wears darkness, so I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm up for that. But Hamlin is just ridiculous. But I have to conclude that my favourite person in this book is Lucian. Like, he's hilarious. He's hilarious. I love Lucian. He's great. Even if he is a bit of a coward, just a tiny bit, but Lucian is great anyways. I love him. I could have done with a lot more Lucian in this book. Like, he's great. But yeah, I also like Recent, as I mentioned. I do really like him. I guess he didn't give it a very good first impression, but I mean, after the second time he acted like a dick. I got that it was an act of his. Like, I guess he's somehow a bit of a dick. I know I'm going to see a lot more of him in the next book, so I'm excited for that, so we can get to know each other a bit better. And what I really liked about this book is the pronunciation guide. That was really good. I have to say something negative about the book is also that it was very melodramatic at times, like, oh my god, the boogie. Oh my god, Hamlin must be so powerful if he's able to kill such a creature as the boogie. Like, don't call it boogie, that's just... it's ridiculous. I always had to laugh when she said something like that, especially as she only encountered the boogie once and it was just whispering into her ear. It wasn't really doing anything, and Lucian was pale, it whispered into her ear, that was it. And she's like, how powerful is he that he could kill the boogie? Don't! Oh my god, that was so hilarious. Sarah J. Maas sure likes the word curse, because someone's cursing someone else every single page. I feel like it's every single page. There are still some other word cheese which I'm not quite alright with, but all in all, I enjoyed it very much. Okay, that was it. So the last book here is The Bronze Key, the third magisterium book by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. And this is also the German version because it's freaking pretty. Look at this. Pure beauty, pure beauty. And I've read this book in a day. It was really fast paced, I believe, or at least I was really motivated to read it, and I really liked it. It was really good. Really enjoyed it a lot. Thing is, I wasn't really surprised by the plot twist. I believe I already had the plot figured out in the last book, and I sure figured the plot out within like 5 pages of this book. Like, there's a spy and I knew who the spy was all along. I don't know, am I the only one who knew who the spy was? And then at the ending of this book something happened, which was a bit unexpected to me because I did not expect that to happen in this book. I knew that it was going to happen, but I thought later on, like maybe in the 4th or 5th book, but not in the 3rd one. So that surprised me that it happened in this book, but not that it happened. And there was one last plot twist at the very end of the book, and that one I did not see coming, so that's why I only gave it like a 3.5 stars, because I figured out the entire plot. So yeah, humans, I'm done for today with my wrap up. Yay! I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm going to come to you guys with some other things this week and next week as well. I plan on doing a readathon this Saturday, because I couldn't participate in the readathon from Zoe, from Read by Zoe, which annoyed me so much because I wanted to participate but I couldn't. So I'm going to do a solo readathon, just simply because I need to get a lot of reading done. Yes, I'm going to do that on Saturday and I'm excited. And I might also do a write-a-thon sometime next week or in 2 weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys have a very nice day and goodbye.
But all we can do is just